What's up, guys? So today I want to do a quick review, just kind of give you my personal opinions on the holster, the everyday carry, concealed carry holster that I like to use. This is a G Code INCOG holster. I'll put a link below where you can actually buy these and if you're interested. I have briefly mentioned this holster before, and I've talked about it slightly, just real quickly, but I've never really given my opinions on it. And I've been carrying this holster. Originally, the first one I bought was for a full-sized M&P, and I carried that for most of 2013, and then a good chunk of 2014, and then I've been carrying this one for the rest of 2014, and then leading all the way up, September 2015. I'm sorry, October of 2015. Shit, I'm losing time. So I never did a review on this before because I felt like there wasn't really a whole lot to talk about, nothing real special. And then just for the simple fact that it actually does attach to your belt with clips. A lot of people will tell you, you shouldn't use holsters with clips. However, I'm gonna go ahead and say that these clips are fine, and this is why. Then you're just gonna pull it up, and your shirt up, getting a good grip, pulling straight up to. So as you can see from those clips, these clips actually work pretty well. And I would have never told people that these clips were good until I had actually seen it with my own eyes. There's people don't like clips for good reason. Because for instance, if you look back at my video, information I never learned on the internet.
And then when he had us, when we were on our right side, well, that's not good.
I'm using a double mag carrier, and actually I'm laying on the ground and I roll over and it just plops right out. In the video, you couldn't really see what was going on, but you just see me pick it up and throw it off and be like, oh, it's a piece of shit. What happened was the double mag carrier, it just fell off. And so that's why people don't like clips. But I've been carrying this holster for well over 2 years now, and never had an issue. And then after recording the clips from when I was doing the draw my pistol and the paint test, that I showed a minute ago, and seeing it just pull my whole pants up, I mean that was an eye-opener right there, that obviously these clips work better than most clips. Or if anyone ever said they had a problem with clips, I'd be surprised if they ever had that problem with these clips. And if you can tell why I think these clips are so good is because it actually reaches over your belt and then hooks in and then clamps back down. So I think the fact that it's reaching over like this and just grabbing your belt and then pulling up, I think that's what makes it so much better than all other clips I have. In fact, I have another holster, this one, and the clips are like this, and it looks like it would do all right, but it just doesn't. I've only worn this holster like once or twice, because putting it in, one of the first times I did it, it just was like I could not get it to clip and stay in there. Like I kept, this holster is actually a bad example because the gun doesn't hardly seat in there correctly, so it wouldn't actually pull it up, but just sitting down sometimes it would start pushing it up off of my belt. So this is a good example of a bad clip. You don't want those clips. So if you were not looking at getting a G Code INCOG holster purely because of the clips, I would say go ahead and get them. These are way better clips than any holster I've ever seen. And in fact, that holster right there, I really am disappointed that the clips suck so bad, because I want to try one of those holsters, the flat, whatever the hell you call them, like Alienware, or Alien Gear, whatever the fuck, the Alien holster and Crossbreed and all those holsters. I want to try one of those, but I'm yet to see one that has clips like this, or even belt loops that I could use. So if you know of one of those, let me know. Now there's also, if you're absolutely against clips under all scenarios, there's another one called Ulti-Clip, and you can buy them for just about any holster, and you could buy them and actually attach them to this, and those things literally lock around your belt. So they're you'll have to look into them if you're interested in Ulti-Clips. You can just put it in YouTube and people have reviews on them, but those are good. So now I want to move to a tabletop and talk a little bit about this holster. Okay, so as seen earlier, you don't have to worry about the fit in the gun. It obviously, the the gun fits in there pretty good. I like how there's a little cutout for the sights, and you know, it holds the gun. I carry this appendix. It holds the gun pretty close to my body, so I can wear relatively tight shirts and I don't have to worry about printing. Obviously, eventually you have to worry about printing some, but it's definitely a good fit to the gun, and you know, the sights have a place to go in, just all the way around good. Now, don't worry, this gun has been safety checked for the video, and by safety checked I obviously mean loaded, so don't worry about that. Something that I would like to show in the close-up is you can actually, there's a spacer right there, and if you see the screws are screwed in right in the middle. If I was to take this off, you would see that there's actually 6 holes right there. So you can move the spacer around, and you can move this around on the spacer if you wanted to get some cant. And there's a lot of different options. There's another hole right here that you could try to raise it up if you wanted to, or you can just position it all different ways for deeper carry. However you want to do that, you can actually. This is like I said, Haley Strategics holster. In his video, he shows how he takes this second clip off and he carries it with only 1 clip. Now, I do not suggest that, just for the simple fact that it is a clip, and you know, a lot of people are worried about having a holster on the end of their gun when they draw. So if there's 2 clips, you have less of a chance of doing that, which in my opinion, I don't think you really have to worry about that with this holster, like I said earlier. But it's an added feature you can do if you wanted to take that off. And then you can actually, there is a mag caddy built to go with this, and you unscrew this clip, and then you put the mag caddy right there, screw the clip back on, and then it's actually attached. It's a holster and mag caddy all in one convenient package. So it's really nice. I want to get that. I wish I had bought it with it, but I didn't for whatever reason. And so I eventually will get that. Now this one, you can see, actually I'm not sure if you can see, this thing has got some mileage on it. It has this velvety cloth material on the outside, and it's really nice because you don't have the Kydex just rubbing your skin all day. It makes it more comfortable. Now you can see where, you probably can't see it on the camera, but you can, in real life, in person, you can see where there's the sweat is kind of making that cloth a little bit nasty right there from me wearing it all the time. But it doesn't stink, so that's all I care about, because you know, sweat on cloth for a long time, eventually it'll start to stink. But this thing doesn't stink, smells just fine, and yeah, it's not losing its mold. It still holds the gun perfectly, as you can see in the videos like I referenced earlier. So yeah, all the way around, when I first started out with this holster, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, and I've gotten more out of this than I did expect. So if you're looking for a new holster, you want to just try something out new, or you don't have one yet at all, I would highly suggest the G Code INCOG holster from Haley Strategics. Okay, so that's my opinions on the G Code INCOG holster from Haley Strategics. If you liked the review, share the video, drop a like, drop a comment. I know there's a couple of you that will anyways, and I appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not sure if any of you guys have noticed this. I'm sure probably my normal subscribers that watch every video and comment on every video, you guys have probably noticed that I don't do a whole lot of reviews, and that's just because a lot of the reviews on the internet are just data dumps. You know, they're just giving information, and so I've not really been into that. But I have recently come to realize it has its place, and it has its place. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of that, let me know in the comments below. So far, as it stands right now, pretty much all of my reviews that I have planned in the future are just going to be gear that I own, and I'm going to just use the shit out of it. And after I've used the shit out of it, I'm going to give you guys opinions on it. So as it stands, those are the reviews you'll see coming in the future. But if you want to see more reviews, just generalized information on gear and all this kind of stuff, let me know. I'm always looking for new ideas. Of course, on that note, if you have an idea for any video at all, let me know. I'm happy to share my opinion or give information or blow something up, whatever. So thanks for watching.